Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So a couple of you have commented this week about a topic a year from now, and it really stood out for me, so I thought about doing a video for you here tonight. These are your options as usual. Well, most of the time we don't have objects on your piles, only because I want you to tune in, use your gut, and maybe develop your intuition. Pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 4 is on your right. Take a moment, maybe tune in and visualize which side is drawing you in or which number stands out for you the most. That's pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna catch you in timestamps. Hello pile 1 people, I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what is up with you guys a year from now. I think it's a very exciting topic to touch on. We're gonna be looking at different things here. Overall, we're gonna be using this deck. I believe it's called the 𝒃𝒊𝒕𝒉 Tarot. Anyway, the link is down below in the description if you need to know all the decks that I'm using here. I think we're going to kind of take a look at all of these cards together. The first card that came up was the Judgment card. Then we've got the Page of Cups. Then we have the Karmic Release, and it's actually very wonderful. I'm going to show you why. These cards are already tying in very well, as well as the Ace of Swords. It's very nice to see how after Karmic Release, we do have the Ace of Swords, almost like a new way of being here. Let me check the camera. Let's see if you can see everything clearly, guys. So, what I'm seeing here with the Judgment to start with, let's take one by one. It does seem like probably people don't really like hearing about that, but I'm just going to tell you regardless. I'm not feeling it's going to be one energetic shift for you. We're always going through shifts as people, right? But it seems like one of them will stand out for you the most, where a lot of you will probably be facing your fears, and you will have done that a year from now. And I think some of you are thinking about certain things like, why do I have this trauma? Or why do I feel like I'm afraid of water, maybe for some of you? Or why I'm afraid of simple things? And you'll realize that it's coming from somewhere else, and you'll be working with it. It's more so to do with, fear of water, maybe fear of drowning, or any of those fears that is something that was part of you before, but it's no longer going to be. Why I'm saying that? Because we have the Page of Cups. Even looking at the imagery here, you can see after an intense time. I wouldn't be surprised if you have gone through this in 2020 already, if you're watching this this year. You're stepping into a very calm and peaceful mode with the Page of Cups. In this deck, it's called Sister of Roses, and it does seem like this is a very peaceful vibe. I must say, some of you guys, your appearance even going to change. The way you used to look externally and how you're going to look a year from now, it's going to be a big difference. It seems like a lot of you are taking care of yourselves more, and it's going to show externally. It can be as simple as, maybe your face routine, or maybe workout routine, or if you didn't work out before, or if you didn't eat very well, you didn't care of your body before as much. You're going to be doing that a year from now, and almost like you're shining, You do seem much younger externally. I can't let it go, It's something about you, what you put in yourself, what kind of work you put in yourself is going to show. But it's not only about that, it's about how peaceful you're going to be feeling. Now, pay attention to those butterflies over here. Some of them are shadows, some of them are very visible above. Now, look at the Karmic Release. We have already cards tying in very nicely here. It does seem like whatever you felt like you needed to release, you are speaking it out. It's not going to be a very enjoyable journey, because this seems like it's going to be a very big deep leveling up that is going to be happening. Why? Look at this deer's eye. And look at the Judgment card, right? It's going to be a transition that is going to be big, and I can go as far as saying this is going to be one of the biggest transitions in your life. So maybe you're going to make some kind of decision that is going to be crucial and will change a lot of things in your life. It's not about, you know, what doesn't serve me, I'm letting it go. It's much stronger than that. So probably the decision you're going to be making is not going to be the easiest, but it's going to be the best for you because you are going to be reborn. And that is when we have the Ace of Swords. A brand, you know, the way pile 1 feels for me, a brand new life almost. A brand new life. So for example, if someone has been stuck maybe in relationship or in patterns, you know, for a while now, or in a job that is, you know, it just pays your bills, right? Or your routine that wasn't very helpful for you, for your well-being, it does seem like you taking charge, and you will have taken that charge, and that's going to be the result. That rebirth is going to be a result of your own decisions here. And that's when you're going to be allowing new ideas to come in. But this is not only about ideas. This is about a completely new person here, you know? A completely new person. But that is going to require you to face fears that you didn't want to face for a while now. This has been ongoing fear of some sorts. And once you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone, that's when you're going to be rediscovering yourself, you know. It feels like as if I was carrying so many bags, you know, and I let them go. And I'm hearing no more. No more of that burden of some sorts. No more of the fears, you know, I don't have it anymore. I'm very light. I think, you know, some of you, I would go as far as maybe you will want to go to some kind of retreat that cleanses you big time, maybe spiritual retreat, or you will go through some kind of even therapy that is going to be very crucial to your growth. But it's not only about growth, it's more so about getting rid of any trauma that is still left in you, any fear. Almost like I'm starting over, a bit like a Fool card, right? I'm starting over. What I heard, world, watch out, right? That's exactly what I'm hearing for pile number 1. Okay, let's see a bit more. I want to use the urban deck for you. Let's tune in. Let's see what to watch out for throughout that time. Is there anything that you should not overly focus on, or what to watch out for? Pile number 1. Let's see, let's let gravity do the work. Overall, you know, nothing major here. Just watch out for people who prioritize themselves. So would it be in career, in relationships, overall, you know, who prioritize themselves. This guy has his eye on a goal, you know, whatever that goal would be. He's like, I'm gonna win this game. I know how to play it right, right? So I'd say try not to be overplayed by someone. Or maybe if you're going to see someone wanting to compete with you, where you're like, I don't even want to compete with you, leave it be, right? Because this person is very focused on what they need to achieve, and the way that I'm sensing, you know, this card, what to watch out for, more so like, that's going to be an ego competition more than anything else. So kind of, you know, don't get involved in ego competition. You're going to see that person is just very much like me kind of thing. So maybe this is talking about boundaries for some of you. But it's not as much about you here. It's more so about once you meet this person, you know, you're going to know that already. And you're going to have to make a decision. Do I walk around this person, or do we fight with our egos? That's what it's coming for. Anything else to watch out for profile number 1? Boring jobs. I must say, I'm sorry if you're still in one, but boring jobs, don't get stuck in them for too long. If you feel like your, expiry date came already, maybe you would want to keep your eyes open. For some others of you, don't overly focus. You see that carpet? It's made of money. Don't overly focus on money. And I know it can be triggering some people if you are broke, but I've been proven many times, as well as other people around me, if you're focusing on your passion, if you live from your heart, money follows. People who are very focused, okay, should I take this job because of the money only, right? I don't care that there is going to be a lot of shit to take with that job. Money is my drive, as priority. It's usually not, that path is not as successful as people's who are being led by their hearts. So now you might have to interpret this. It might be something very personal to you here. Overall, I'd say choose happiness over money, but obviously take care of your bills, okay? So let's continue. Let's see, how will a year from now look like? How will a year from now look like? File number 1. Let me see. Oh, very nice. We have the High Priestess chilling in the bath. One more. We have the 9 of Swords. I told you, healing your traumas, hey? Okay, one more. And we have Ace of Swords on top of the Ace of Swords. I must say, with this Ace of Swords here, let's see, bottom of a deck, the journalist. It does seem like some of you might be in public eye, or you're going to be speaking your truth. And I think it's going to be even on social media for some of you. If that's not the case in relationships, let me tell you what I think about this, And it seems like through throat chakra, you're going to be changing a lot. It does seem like in pile number 1, some people have been holding a lot back. And the time will come when they'll release anything that they had to say. And it does seem like it's connected to family for some of you, I really don't appreciate how you dealt with the situation, or whatever that was left from maybe childhood for some of you, right? You are putting it out there. You are no longer keeping it inside of you. And that's what's gonna be making you very light. Not only your spirit, but your body is gonna be feeling much lighter. Now with this Ace of Swords, I do see a plane here. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys, some of you have traveled will travel to another location, or a trip will be very important, almost life-changing for you. So if your gut feeling will tell you to go somewhere, go ahead and explore. Let's clarify those Aces of Swords, because that is quite important here. Strength. It does seem like for some of you, someone might not want to let you go. Like I'm almost hearing, don't go, don't leave. Yeah. And we have the Devil here. Maybe whatever the attachment that you had before, or maybe you still have for some of you, you're letting that go. I don't want to be there anymore. This is not my place. I don't like it. I want a new start. You know what I mean? And I do believe that some of you might even be leaving a person here. But that's going to be requiring you a lot of strength. And you will come over that. This is going to be one of your maybe life-changing choices if this is your situation. And you'll know straight away if that's your situation. If your partner wasn't the healthiest for you, or maybe even a family member or your surroundings, and you're like, sayonara, I'm leaving. It does take a lot of strength from me to make that decision, right? But I know my body is going to be much lighter once I make up my mind. Yes, it might feel very fearful at first because I don't know where I'm going to exactly or what kind of life I'm gonna find there, but I know that that's something that is right for me, right? I know that that's something that is right for me. I must say for pile number one, maybe someone was playing games with you, you know, and you're like, I don't like it anymore. Maybe some of you haven't noticed there's a bit of manipulation happening here. Or if that's not the case, that might be your own mind playing tricks on you. You know, you can't do it. You don't know how that's going to happen. And then bang, you have all of these fears. But a year from now, you're going to have dealt with it already. And you're almost like starting on a new ground almost. Almost. You're starting on a new ground. You know how I see you, almost like in that full card, with a little bag, and you're looking around. Okay, what does this place have to offer? It can be metaphorically. Let's see, Keeper deck, what is improving? What you're gonna be successful at a year from now, pile one? What will you be successful at a year from now? Yeah, what did I say? See those bags? Right? Going somewhere. I think for some of you this is a physical change. For some others this is a mental change. No more. Okay, one more. Yeah, because you know someone was either stealing your energy or actually taking more from you, or maybe you've been stuck in one situation or mentality that was stealing from you, and you're like, nah, you know, I've recognized that, I need to go. What are you successful at a year from now? Yeah, look, stress and fear. You are, look, the Judgment card, how stressful it is for this bear. Bears are really good swimmers. Why is she afraid, right? Why are you afraid? You can swim very well. So guys, I must say, I think there's, for some of you, it's going to be a very deep therapeutic time that you will be going through, that is going to release you from anything that was taken from you ages ago. So maybe in your childhood for some of you, or something that it does seem like for pile one, maybe at one point you made a decision or you committed to something that didn't feel 100% for you, and you're claiming your power back. You're like, no more stress or fear, no more devil energy, no more cruelty. This is mental, right? I am going to be the High Priestess. Strength is here. Ace of Swords twice, saying light bulb moments, screaming, right? Light bulb moments are those, I like those moments a lot, because then you wake up one day and you're like, oh shit. You have that understanding, you know, almost judgment goes very well with the Ace of Swords twice here, you know, oh, how about that? How about I try this? And I'd say listen to those urges, because it's going to take you places, pile one. Anything else? Yeah, it's gonna take you places. Some of you are graduating, or some of you are getting a big pat on the back for something that you worked on. You've been working for this or on it, you know, for a really long time. So some of you are receiving an actual piece of paper that is very important, or you're signing some kind of documents that's going to make you feel very successful and achieved overall. So pile one, what a story, hey. It does seem like you have gone through quite a lot within the past year, and you just need courage. Overall, an advice for you would be right now, courage. You can do it. Your fears might be holding you back, or in some cases maybe a situation or a person, but you can do it, pile number one. Okay, if you're aiming for a different routine, completely different life, this is your pile. So I hope that this was helpful, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Tribe, thank you for coming back. Love you as always. Hello, pile number two. So let's see what is up. One by one. We're starting with this card. We have the Ten of Swords. We like that. A year from now. We like the Moon. Almost mesmerizing, hey? We have the Chariot. That escalated quickly, huh? And we have the karmic soul tribe, which I really love here. Now, when people hear karmic, they think that this is something that is negative, you know, but the karmic soul tribe here is the soul tribe that has been waiting for you, almost predestined for you. You will cross paths with these people or a specific person regardless. Now, for you, I want to do a reading a bit differently from pile number 1. We're going to be using the steampunk deck, because I have a keeper next to me too. And we're going to be pulling one card on each of these. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. What are you finishing here? What's done? What is done, pile 2? What is up? We have a collective message here for pile number 1. I pulled 2 Ace of Swords from 2 different decks. Wow, it does seem like, guys, in pile 2, people are starting to see. Eyes wide open. You know what song this reminds me of? It's not Eyes Wide Open. The song is not called that way, but it's called Arms Wide Open by Creed. It's spelled C-R-E-E-D. So maybe some of you are familiar with this song. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. I want to know more. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We like seeing that. Okay, let's clarify the Moon. Endings. I must say, collectively endings. But ending, you know, chapters that have been going on for a while, or maybe patterns. We're clarifying the Moon with the Page of Wands. Clarifying the Chariot with another Ten of Swords. Tell me more. Very quick message for some of you out there. Maybe 1 or 2, not a collective. I don't feel like it. If you are planning to move to another country, I think you might change your mind. Just putting it out there, okay? Clarify karmic soul. Soul tribe, Page of Pentacles. It does seem like new people are coming in your life. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. Here you go. Oof, pile number 2. Let's get into this. So we're starting with the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Swords, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. What you're doing, a year from now, you will have finished a chapter. Now, I'm not gonna put you in a box and say what it has to do with. It can be relationships, it can be careers, you know, it can be changes, big time. You know, that change is not always very fun, but it's leading you towards a new idea that you'll have, a fresh idea. You know, I'm done with this. This is old now. Thinking of something new, but it's gonna come very unexpectedly, almost like out of the blue for you here. And it does seem like you're gonna be very focused on your career or your finances overall. For some of you, home too. So what you're successful at, taken from these cards, you might even leave your current location or your current home, and you probably will want to somehow improve your household here. For other people, if you have been struggling as a mom, you will find ways how to make it more balanced for you. So if you're about to make some kind of a decision right now, and you're like, but hey, how can I do this if I'm a single mom, for example, right? Or if I do have a special needs child, can I do it? Yes, you can. This is your pile. Now, other people, what I'm picking up here, you will be very proud of what you have rejected, of what or whom you have rejected, I must say. Look at the Queen of Pentacles in the steampunk deck. She's, I must say, she's a cocky bitch, you know? And she's like, look what I have. Look what decisions I made and look what it led me. That's what kind of a vibe we're getting here with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it was difficult at once. but it had led me to a better idea. I'm hearing discovery of some sorts that has provided me with a lot of either wealth or abundance overall. Let's look at the moon. So we have the moon clarified by the Page of Wands. You're gonna be quite suspicious, I must say, pile number 2, a year from now, because of what kind of experiences you have gone through. You will be looking at people or situations not through rose-tinted glasses. You will be very, almost like an investigator, you know. What do you have to offer? Let me listen to my gut. I must say, for pile number 2, if you are aiming to have kids, you might get pregnant, because I'm just staring at those pages over here. Overall, it does seem quite a magical and very mysterious pile. So somehow, pile number 2, your intuition will be proven right over time, and you will notice that. And the more you go through life, a year from now, you're going to realize that there is no reason to doubt your gut feeling, and you're going to be very assertive about that. Let's see what else. Chariot clarified by the 10 of Swords. It seems like some of you guys might be even changing your careers, I must say. Or you're leaving a place where you are now. And I think some of you will be surprised, because those who, let's say, want to travel from one location overseas, especially, I'm hearing, you might find a place or a country that you will be mesmerized, that might be a bit closer to where you're at now. It can be a town, it can be a country, but it does seem like you're changing your plans a bit. There's one more message. Please take what's yours. Those who have been climbing those career ladders, and you felt exhausted, and you are like, okay, I have all this recognition, I've done so much, but I don't feel that there's a lot of good feedback or appreciation. You might decide to quit your job and start something new. And those who will be quitting your jobs and starting something new, you will start meeting your soul tribe here, because it seems like you might even change your career path here a bit, or amend it somehow. If you're already on your life path, you will be amending your work. You will be kind of like tweaking it. You'll be like, okay, how do I get better at this? What do I need to leave behind, right? What doesn't work for me? Let's see. I want to pull one more card for the karmic soul tribe. There's something else to say here. Queen of Swords. You're very proud overall, pile number 2, I must say, how far you've come. I think a lot of people will look at you like, whoa, the decisions that you made, the sacrifices that you had to go through, it paid off. I'm literally hearing someone saying that for you. It paid off. Even if that was the best friend, they would probably have been like, hey, I was worried. I didn't tell you. I was worried about finishing this chapter and starting a new one for you. But actually, the way you dealt with it and where you're at now, you've done great. And for a lot of you, it does seem like there are a lot more soul tribe members coming in your life. And I think this is for someone particular here. You're gonna meet a person who's around your age or a bit younger, who will be very talented, and you will learn from them. Almost like a genius type of person, I must say. because I'm looking at the Page of Pentacles next to the Karmic Soul Tribe. Some of you are receiving gifts from your soul tribe here. Appreciation, big time. But overall, you trust your gut and you trust also your logic. There is a very good balance between the two. You know when to allow the logical part of you to come in, and you know when to use your moon, meaning your gut feeling. You're standing strong here. You know, these two queens are very strong. You're standing strong here. You are not afraid to ask for help, but you know that this is not gonna mean that you're vulnerable. You're like, I know that I can ask for help. I think a lot of you guys are realizing that help is not always, you know, something that puts you in a weak spot. You're going to be using and asking for help in a very healthy way, where you're like, I've been doing this on my own for so long, or I can do anything really and I know that, but how about accepting people wanting to help me, you know? And you tweaking even your personality a bit, you know, what I used to think, I'm gonna try new things out now. Let's see with the Kipper deck, what area in your life will you be successful at? What area of your life will you be successful at? Pile 2. Okay, let's see. Damn, look at this money. Buy a bank. a safe, or piggy bank. Okay, pile number 2, what are you successful at? Yeah, this is all about, you know, you're very focused on your money, and you focus on how to make money moves, wise career choices, and you're gonna be attracting those partnerships. You know, we have the soul tribe here too, and partnerships, you're gonna be attracting right people at the right time. So note it down. I think it's gonna be quite an exciting journey for you to go through a year from now. If you're gonna start writing it down, the person you've met and what came out of it. Not expecting them to give you something, right? But you're like curious, okay, where this connection is going to take me. There's a reason I met this person, let me see why, you know? And you could even put it in your notebook, like thoughts, what you think it's gonna be like, kind of checking your intuition and what it came out to be. What are you successful at a year from now? Pile 2. Okay. Now, let's see what to watch out for with the Urban deck. What to watch out for. Okay. Okay. What to watch out for. I want one more. Interesting. Interesting, very interesting. Now let's start with this, and we're gonna finish with what you're successful at. What to watch out for is stagnation. But you're gonna be shown that. You're gonna know, you know. This card, the 8 of Cups in this deck, is a representation of someone who's working at the office, or even maybe at home, you know, and they are doing the same thing all over again. And this person has had probably multiple coffees by now, or any other drink, right? So watch out for how you treat your body, I'd say. How much sugar you use, as well as what kind of liquids you drink. Some of you might be dehydrated, and you need to track your water intake. some other people, you're not moving throughout the day. If you're sitting at the desk or if you have a job that requires you to sit a lot, that's something to watch out for. Move around a little bit more. Now, for some of you, I don't know, I just got a message like that, so I'm just gonna say it. This sits in a position what to watch out for. Maybe don't tell just anyone about your business. And I think it goes with that saying, you know, happiness likes silence. But not in all cases. It does seem like maybe sometimes you like to open up a lot. And just watch out for whom you're opening up to, or telling your business, especially when it's business related, okay? Your ideas, maybe keep some of those ideas for yourself and don't let other people to control you overall. Would it be media? Would it be what you see online? Would it be people around you? That's something to watch out for. Now, what you're successful at, I really love, you know what I love here? We have the abundance card, which is a safe here with tons of money around, and we also have the rest card. This is, I said, what you're going to be successful at. So either you are healing from some kind of physical illness for some of you, but every time I pull this card in a positive position, I know that you're going to be allowing yourself to rest more. You're taking some more time off, but it's nice. Maybe some of you guys are coming up with an idea of how to work smarter, not harder, and it's bringing you much more abundance. See, and it makes sense because we talked about the Queen of Pentacles here. You know, you live in something, you finish in a chapter that might be quite, you know, scary at first in order to seek for your own abundance. And we have the Queen of Pentacles and the abundance card here. Partnerships are going to be quite important, so watch out for people who might be doing similar things or who have great ideas or who feel close to your heart and you would want to collab with them or work with them, because it seems like you will lift each other up. So pile number 2, that is what I have for you today. I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. So let's see what we have for you guys. Let's start from the first card. We have the Hangman. We've got the 3 of Cups. I like that. I really like that. We have the Devil, as well as the Shaman, Medicine Healer. This is strong straight away. This is very strong. Oof, pile number 3. What are you doing? So I must say straight away, you either getting yourself involved in some kind of practice that is very spiritual. Word spiritual is not enough here. It's going to be very deep. It's going to be work with shadow and light. You're going to be digging beyond, you know, what you've known before. A year from now, you have this vibe about you, almost like a, and again, healer is not, it's not covering it. You will use in your senses. You will be using your ancestors. I want to say cosmic forces, right? In order to somehow bring consciousness as well as healing. It's going to be a lot of physical healing too into this world. And it seems like you're going to be celebrating that time of your life. Some of you are really aiming for being a professional in esoteric world. And that's something that is going to be great for you, I must say. If you're just in contemplation mode right now, I'd say this is your pile. If you're questioning yourself, if you do have enough, let's say, talent or gifts, right? This is your pile. But it does seem like for some others of you, you're going to be going on some kind of a getaway spiritual trip too. That could be very grateful for you, or you will be coming across a person who will be very wise and they'll know a lot and they might be able to teach you too. There's a lot of that, you know, I'm sensing, I don't even know how to explain this, ancient wisdom here. You are shamans a year from now. You shamans, you are people who can see through others. You're working with their energy, as well as your guides, and you bring in this new understanding to this world, but as well as how do I deal with my dark sides? I don't know why, right? I don't know why I am like I am. And I think for some of you, if you are in medical field, you're going to be doing great. If not, this is all about spirituality. Let's clarify the Hangman. Even the Hangman, if you look at this monkey here, see, for me, everything is super spiritual in this spell. There's a lot of that deep darkness, where in darkness we find all the answers, usually, right? Oof, this is interesting. I like that a lot. Okay, clarify Hangman. We have the Lovers. Three of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups. Devil is clarified by the Knight of Wands. And the Shaman is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna be working on shamanism here. Let's start with the Hangman and the Lovers. For some of you, don't be surprised if maybe at one point you're going to find that you either, there's one or the other here. Either you are meeting a person from a different culture and you're gonna somehow, you're gonna be spiritual. Whoever this is a spiritual person. They are going to somehow trigger you, or to give you, suggest you really good connections, you know, give you maybe numbers of people or suggestions, you know, whom to go to or who to meet. And you're making a lot of friends here too. There's a masculine energy coming in here. At first it can be a friend or in a friend circle that this company you're going to enjoy very much, I must say. This is a loving person. This person will have your back. And with the Hangman, I'd say if you have been single for a while, it does seem like you will be meeting someone, but you will mostly be focusing on this shamanic journey, spiritual journey of yours. But it seems like you're gonna be doing it professionally here, or you'll be visiting professionals or talking to them in order to grow. And don't be surprised if you're gonna be meeting from all around the globe. I'm hearing, would it be over the internet, would it be, you know, maybe eye to eye, but you're connecting with people who are on a similar path, and you're sharing your knowledge, and that knowledge is very deep and it's ancient, and you're going to be probably even visiting another country or a place here. It's all about this spiritual journey. It's not about, you know, oh, let me go on my own spiritual journey. I'm just gonna try, you know, and recognize what the signs and stuff like that. This is professional and beyond that. This is a very deep need and urge to understand what's beyond all those layers. You know, you've already peeled a lot of layers off and you understood a lot of things, but it seems like a year from now you're going to be like 10 times wiser. But it's not only you who is in this journey. There's going to be people coming your way who will be suggesting you some things, and who will be probably somehow allowing you to evolve, you know, evolve. And this might not seem like rainbows and unicorns. You will want to know, I think, pile number 3, you will want to know more so about the dark aspects and the unknown that might be somehow scary to other people first, in order to understand, to kind of start from zero, you know? And I think for a lot of you, you'll take that time off to truly contemplate and say, okay, how do I want to go about this? If you're thinking about spiritual practice, what kind of, you know, practice do I want to have? Or what kind of teacher or mentor or spiritual person do I want to be? And you are finding your ways here. You will have learned from a person who was a karmic for you, I'd say the past year or 2 years maybe. You'll realize that lesson too. Okay, I know, taking notes, you know, why this person was there, what have I learned. You'll be asking yourself questions, and it does seem like you either will be working on your shamanic journey, or you're working on your shamanic journey. You're building yourself up as a mentor over here, pile number 3. Your reading is very straightforward. Let's see what to watch out for. Anything to watch out for or not to overly focus on or to leave behind. Pile number 3. What to watch out for. We have the Gourmet Chef, which is a Knight of Discs in this deck, which is a Knight of Pentacles. What to watch out for. Don't delay your journey, I'm hearing. I don't know why. Don't delay what you want to do today. You know, don't delay it. Don't put it for, you know, leave it for tomorrow. We have the Emperor. What to watch out for, pile 3. And we have the Journalist, which is the Prince of Wands here in this deck. Also, something to watch out for. Do not push maybe your views on other people, or keep in mind that people might not have the same vision like you do. And if you're on this journey of yours, remember that what you're going through, not everyone might be going through the same things, or they will not see eye to eye sometimes, right? So that's something to watch out for as well. Maybe pay attention to your diet, I'd say that. But for pile number 3, it's a bit more different than pile 1. This is more so saying watch how much you are spending maybe for takeaways or takeaway coffees, you know, and stuff like that, because it builds up, and maybe you could use that money for something else. Maybe you can have a cup at home yourself and just take coffee with you at work, you know, as simple as. Kind of watch how much money you're spending when you're out and about. If you're not that person, this is not your message, simply. Okay, let's see what you're going to be successful at a year from now. What are you going to be successful at a year from now? Pile number 3. Let's see. We have, work, occupation. We have success in love, as well as sad news. So whatever is sad news for you, it's actually standing in a position what you're successful at. It seems like a message in disguise, right? So bad news in disguise, meaning whatever you're gonna hear that you won't be very happy about is actually going to be something that is going to be putting you on the right track. We're all on the right track. This is a wrong expression. This is going to allow you to focus on something else. Something will not belong to you, and you might be thinking that it belongs to you, or you need to get something, right? And if you won't, this is actually going to be a blessing for you, okay? Now, work and love, you know, overall, your work is going to be blooming, especially if you are in this spiritual community here. This is all about spirituality, shamanism, you know, witches, witchers kind of pile. So if it's not your pile, maybe click off, or maybe there's, you know, half of the message here, half of the message in the other pile. But overall, you're very oriented, you're very focused on your business. I'd say even maybe communicating with other people. You might find love through work as well. That's what I'm feeling here. And I'd say keep your eyes open. If you do have a partner now, it seems like maybe you're going to go through that honeymoon phase again. Okay. So that's what I have for pile number 3. I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4. So let's see what we have for you guys. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Hermit. The Eight of Cups. And this card is not named. I'm gonna read it by its imagery. All right, pile number 4. I wanna use the Urban Tarot for you as clarifiers for every card on the table, and we'll go from there. So clarify the Two of Cups, please. Clarify for Two of Cups. We have Death. Clarify the Hermit. All right. Okay. Don't shout at me. We have the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Oh, this is deep. Okay. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Where you going to? Oh, where you going, hey? Let's pull one more, because we know that you're storming off somewhere here. And 4. Where you off to? Alright, it's one of those piles. Now, the story is very clear to me straight away, but it might not be the same one for all of you. So maybe try to apply messages that are suitable for you. Let's clarify the last card. Oh, okay. You know what this is? Magician at the bottom here. It seems like you guys have either been played in the past, or you're still thinking about a person. This is very connected to an actual person, you know, a relationship of any sort. This is screaming, you know, pile 4, I can't read it otherwise. Either you have been played, or you have been maybe somehow invested very much in a connection, and it seems like you're gonna take time off from it. I think it's you are abandoning the person. You're leaving someone behind here. Look at this. We have the Two of Cups and Death as a clarifier. Your relationship overall is transforming, right? But the way I take the Urban deck, you're healing your heart here. We have cockroaches here, right? This is saying, this is not about, you know, for me as much transforming the existing relationship because of the Hermit following it with the Five of Pentacles. This is more so like I am healing my heart from the past event, and it's very likely that you're leaving actually someone behind here. You're like, let me focus on my own stuff. Let me go into this cocoon and let me find my own spark here, and what it is that I have been abandoning or I have been leaving aside and I haven't focused on. Self is the focus. Self-care, big time. Health for a lot of you, it seems like you're gonna be much healthier. You're gonna be caring about yourself. You know, those people who like, you know I need to check myself, you know, regularly, even, you know, when it comes to teeth or when it comes to anything, you know, those regular checkups, and let me skip it. So maybe you were one of those people, and now, because you're gonna be loving yourself much more with the Hermit here, so such, and you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm going to invest in my own self, and from now on I'm going to be treating myself differently. So it does seem like for a lot of you here, I think there was some kind of karmic connection here included that is actually there for a really good reason. It can be even a family member triggering you here. It can be a romantic partner that you're leaving behind too, you know, or a business partnership even for some of you, where it seems like you're gonna get fed up here, and you're like, nah, self-care time, let me focus. And see, you're taking that time to regenerate, but then when you come back, when you walk away from this, what you are familiar with, and you find that new door here, and when that door opens, how I like to see it, we pull the Chariot here. You're like, okay, let's see what the world has to offer. And then bang, next to it we have the seducer card. I must say, you guys are gonna be very self-confident when it comes to flirting, when it comes to maybe your sexuality was repressed for some of you. You're gonna feel like especially if you were shy before, especially if you have maybe put your sexuality or romance on a back burner because of the karmic relationships, you are going to be feeling much more confident after that time with yourself and self-care. Almost like, you know, you take some time off, you stay with yourself, and then you come back with a blast and you're like, okay, what does the world have to offer? Oh, I can go have fun, you know, or I can actually go and flirt with people, or I can actually go and hit on someone if I want to. This is you who is leading that let's say date or even a hookup, you know. This is you who's leading that. I don't see it any other way here, because we have the game master afterwards. I know how to play my game right in order to get to where I want to be. Almost like you can see everything, you know, you can see through situations, you can see through people, you know what's the next move, and you're like, I've been there, I've done that before, I know exactly how your mind works, and I know what it is that I need to do in order to succeed here. And again, would it be in work? Would it be in romance? But your character, I must say, your personality is changing big time here. And I think it's gonna be triggered by some kind of a connection or a situation here where at first it's not gonna be very, you know, fun, but it will have to happen, or it has happened already for a lot of you. And you're gonna be like, okay, no, fed up with this, let me focus on self. And then you come back with a bang, you know? This is big. Whew, pile number. Let me use actually the steampunk deck for you. What to watch out for? Anything to watch out for pile number 4? Anything to watch out for pile number 4? Let's see. We have the 8 of Wands. Quick or spontaneous decisions. Take a moment to think about it before you shoot. This is saying, okay? Before you send a message, before you shoot. Especially if you are if you're angry or if you're pissed off, maybe give yourself time to cool down. Yeah, see? Give yourself time to cool down, especially if there is some kind of argument involved. So maybe watch what you say, or give yourself an extra hour to reply to someone. Okay? Especially when it comes to some kind of arguments or, yeah, disagreements I'm hearing. You can disagree, but you know how to respond. Kind of control your anger a little bit. That's the only thing to watch out for. Let's see. Now, what you're going to be successful at, pile number 4, a year from now. What you're going to be successful at a year from now. We have partnerships, we have main man, and we have meeting, get together, people all over the place. You are socialized much more. You are meeting new people in your life. You might meet a person that is going to be quite important with a main man here, who might give you some kind of insight even, or valuable information, so keep your eyes open. Overall, gatherings, if you miss that, especially in this time of Corona now, if you're watching it right now, it seems like you come out to the world. I think some of you might even want to travel, and you'll be traveling for months. You're going to be meeting different people, you're going to be socializing, you're going to be exchanging contacts. And if you're looking for a good business partner or someone who is reliable, you will come across that person here. Overall, pile number 4 would be great if you were the one who is somehow planning those gatherings, or if you do have a team of yours that you're managing, you will be very successful at that. If you have your own business, I think you might see other people coming and joining you as an addition to your business, because the business will probably be becoming, with the Chariot here, very respectful, and there's your overall your, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't remember. I don't know. Help. Help, pile number 4. Overall, your image is changing. You're gonna be very socially busy, I must say, pile number 4. So there's gonna be time when you're gonna be gathering yourself and your energy, you know, because you'll feel around that time when you'll have to stay a bit in solitude or to rejuvenate, you know. It's saying go through that, don't rush, because after that there's gonna be a period of busyness for you. So I do hope that this has brought you some clarity here. And tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.